Hi, everyone. So, before we dive into this channel transmission that I recently received, I want all of us to just really ground into our bodies. So, what I want you to do is, I just want you to take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath in, bringing it all the way down into your belly. And then slowly releasing it out through your nose, not your mouth, because a lot of times when we release out of our mouth, it can create a trauma response to the body. So it thinks that there might be something um, fearful going on, and that's not at all what we want to create. So we want to release it through the nose. So go ahead and take another deep breath in, and then release through the nose. Beautiful. Now place your hand over your heart. I want you to place the other one over your solar plexus and just feel your body. Feel your breath. Feel the vibration of this exact moment. Just being present with you, your body, your vibration in just this moment. Just coming into rhythm with your breath and your heartbeat and your vibration. Grounding into the body. Beautiful. And you can continue to ground into your body, or if you're like, that's enough, I'm ready to come back, you absolutely can. But what I'm about to share with you may not fully land with the logical mind, but it's actually meant to be received by your energy field first. So just let what I'm about to share with you, just let it move through you, and just activate what's ready and gently awaken the rest of everything else, mind, body, and soul. Okay, so oftentimes I channel early in the morning. I wake up. That's part of my routine. Is I wake up. I call it my quiet time. I sit in meditation. That's when I ask my questions and information comes in. So everything that I'm sharing with you and all the other videos and the videos to come is all channeled information that I have put into my journal, hence my cosmic channel diaries. So what I like to do is I like to put it in my journal and then kind of sit with it, and then be able to come back and give you the messaging in a way that you understand and that is practical and and easy to really just absorb. Because sometimes the channel messagings that I get oftentimes come in a little bit metaphorically or symbolically, and so I have to kind of feel into that, intuitively feel into that to get the full message. So that's why I come back and I do this in more of a conversational style than actual channeled information, but I promise you it is channeled. So this time I wanted to channel about Three Eye Atlas because, as you all know, that is currently the buzz that's coming through. I know that there is a lot of questions about it. So I literally put that question up asking, what is it? Why is it here? What do we need to know about it? So as some of you know, some of it they're calling it a comet. Others are calling it an alien aircraft. When I tune in, I can feel it, and I can feel its energy. And Three Eye Atlas isn't a simple comet that's just passing through. It feels very much like an intelligent craft. And according to source, that is what this is. So it is an intelligent craft cloaked as a celestial body, here on a very sacred mission to assist Earth in one of her most profound transitions. And that's the split between 3D and 5D consciousness. Right now, our planet is vibrating faster than it ever has before. And this rapid frequency of acceleration is changing everything. Our energy, our cells, our nervous system, our sense of time. Many of you have felt it. And the way that you may be experiencing it, as it could be coming in as fatigue, body aches, confusion, the sense that your reality is bending and stretching, and if and if you're like me, I blame it on perimenopause, but I really do know that I'm feeling the energies of what's happening. So when my absent-mindedness comes in, or my confusion, full transparency, blaming it on perimenopause, but deep down inside, I really know that that's not what it is that I'm feeling these energies of 3i Atlas, and not just 3i Atlas, but truthfully the way that the frequency of the earth and our frequency and the way that it's changing. So you are not imagining it. It is really happening. You are experiencing that. And 3i Atlas is here as a frequency stabilizer and transmission anchor. It is helping to really fortify Earth's magnetic grid and the crystalline structure of human DNA so that we can hold higher dimensions of light. And this transmission and that I'm going to be giving you is what I call the harmonic bridge. So what does that mean? It is the energetic support that helps us cross from 3D density into that 5D harmonic resonant field. It helps us to be able to connect with that field. And so a lot of other channels are talking about it. It seems to be like the biggest hit on YouTube, but know that part of the reason that I feel that they are being guided to share this information is because of the energy that is coming from 3i Atlas to provide that transmission to start to really help our bodies begin to be able to hold that higher frequency and the higher waves of light, is what I just heard, that there are light waves that are coming in that our bodies need to hold. So the other part of AI Atlas is it's also creating a distortion field. So what does that mean? As with any great shift, interference always arises. So know that there are still forces, ancient, distorted, and those that are deeply invested in the old control of the matrix. So we have, I'm going to say, beings out there that do not and are doing everything that they can to prevent us from moving into that 5D, that fifth dimensional plane, and of consciousness is what I should be saying. I just got corrected. It's like, no, not plane consciousness. So they're trying to stop us. They do not want this evolution to happen. So they create chaos because they thrive on chaos. They create confusion because confusion helps them gain more control. And it also creates separation. So the presence of 3i Atlas, while it's supporting our ascension, is also creating temporary energetic distortion as its high frequency interacts with the denser resistant grids that are around the planet. So again, you may feel this as dizziness or disorientation, emotional waves that seem to come out of nowhere. Let me tell you, I've been experienced that a lot. If you know, in my last post, I was talking about about our emotions and the illusion of our emotions, because I've really been going through those waves, and that's exactly how it feels, and it has been coming out of nowhere. Other things that you may be experiencing is magnetic pressure in the head or the heart, sleep disruption, or maybe you're having like extremely vivid dreams. You may all of a sudden have a strange feeling that time is collapsing, or maybe it's on a loop. But this is all of the energy of convergence. It's the final stage of the split. And let me tell you, we are splitting right now. In all honesty, like we have already split. So that is what it is that we're going through. So why all this information? Why does it matter? To be honest, Earth is not some small experiment that is going on. We are not the children of the cosmos. We literally are the next level teachers. Humanity holds the key to emotional polarity. And emotional polarity is the sacred understanding of love through contrast, which oftentimes, not many others get to experience it. Like we came here and we get to experience this hard. So when we talk about emotional polarity and we're talking about the sacredness of the understanding of love through that contrast and that compassion through suffering, and we are really moving our light through that darkness. And now I'm not talking about darkness as it being evil. Darkness means it's a place where light has not been able to light has not been able to shine its awareness on. So that's really what's happening, is it's starting to light things up and bringing them into our awareness. So as I was saying, no other beings in this cosmos understand emotion the way that humans do. They don't experience it the way that humans do. So in reality, this truly is our gift. It is our contribution to the expansion of Source itself. So once we complete this transition, which is part of the reason of that 3D to 5D split, we have an important mission. We are here to help awaken other planetary systems, sharing how to embody consciousness through emotion. And now some of this work has already begun, believe it or not. There are many humans that are already seeding these light codes or this energy or these transmissions through their creativity, their voice of healing, their presence. Some, if you are like me, oftentimes astral travel. I swear to you, I always say that's like my night job, is going to these other planetary systems and star systems already seeding this energy. So if you're hearing this transmission right now, you are most likely one of them that is doing this. If you are hearing this and receiving this transmission and really resonating with it, you most likely are one of those, I'm going to say, one of those humans seeding other planets, or you're doing that seeding right here, right now. So and I believe all of us, we all came here to remember what our part is in, I'm going to say, in the larger system of where we live, because the truth of the matter is like, believe it or not, everything is systems. We all live in systems. And even the beings that are coming to help us, because we have so much support. Yes, they're here to support us, just like 3i Atlas is here to support us. But what you need to understand is they're here to provide support, not necessarily protection in the way of, starting a war or fighting or anything else. So the reason they're doing that is because they see the actual larger picture of the importance of us making it through this very, very big and grand transition. So I was also feeling into it because, I wanted to know, is it going to come in? Is it going to fly out? Like, what's going to happen? And so when I tune into 3i Atlas deeper, I can also see that the beings that are aboard 3i Atlas will actually soon be colonizing, not here on Earth, but within our solar system. And I don't know why, but I keep seeing it as being Jupiter. And I feel I feel like Jupiter is the place, because that we always talk about Jupiter and its compassion and its love that it has. So I keep seeing and also hearing Jupiter. And I also hear that it's going to be somewhere on maybe not just Jupiter itself, but of course on maybe one or all of its many moons. But here's the thing. And I know this is hard to prove, so I'm hoping that other channelers are also receiving this information, because, when it's in the collective and we all go into the collective and into source to channel, a lot of us end up channeling a lot of the same information. But the way that I'm being shown is like we will not be able to detect them. Just as like when the Palladians and the Arcturians and the Syrians come and Lyrans come and they come to help support us, we don't actually necessarily like see them or detect them, but we know that their energy is present. So we won't be able to detect them, just, like I said, just as we can't detect other higher dimensional beings unless, of course, there's always a caveat, right? Unless they choose to reveal themselves to us, which we do know from past experience that has happened. Like I live in Arizona and, we're still talking about the Phoenix Lights. So that's an example of them wanting to be detected. But please know this, we truly are receiving more help and support than ever. Their energetic makeup and advanced light bodies allow them to assist us from a closer distance, which is part of the reason why they're here. And they are also here to monitor Earth's energetic field, help stabilize the grid as we continue to move through this shift. So 3i Atlas being here, its proximity really enhances our ability to integrate those higher frequencies and more safely and more effectively. So this collaboration is really part of a larger galactic effort to ensure the successful birth of the new human that is coming. And I do believe that we may already have some of those new humans here, but it is about birthing, the new earth with the new human, and the anchoring of that 5D consciousness right here on Earth. So how do we ground 3i Atlas's frequency in the body while all of this is happening? Because the body must be supported for consciousness to truly expand. So here are some ways to stay balanced as 3i Atlas frequencies continue to move through our atmosphere and through our energetic grids. So the first thing we want to do is earthing and salts, is what I heard. So what does that mean? It means, earthing and salt, like bath salts. I'm all in salt. That was what I saw, but I later was told bath salts. So one of the things that we want to do is we want to spend time barefoot on the earth daily. I don't know about you. I mean, I live in Arizona. There's rocks, but I have one section of my backyard that truly is dirt. And I go out there every single day. I put my feet in it. I rub my feet in it. I stand on it, so that, that I can really ground in my vibration, my magnetic energy with Gaia's magnetic energy. But like I said, I live in Arizona. There's a ton of rocks. That's not always possible. So another thing that you can do is take salt baths or soak your feet in things like Epsom salt or Himalayan salt water, just to help discharge the excess of electromagnetic energy, because we're having a lot of that come in. If you have listened to what's even happening with our sun. We are experiencing major solar flares like none other. So we've got a lot of magnetic energy that is coming in that is coming towards and into the earth. So we want to dispel some of that. We want to get rid of some of that, because that can cause all those symptoms that I was talking about earlier. All right, so another thing that we want to do is hydration and fill our body with minerals. So these frequencies that we're experiencing can deplete minerals within the body very quickly. So if we just add a trace of minerals like magnesium or sea salt to your water, your cells will start recalibrating at a photonic level, which means hydration really helps conduct these new codes and this new transformation that is coming in and altering our DNA. So we want to make sure that that the energy is moving. All right. So then next is we need to do some gentle movement and breath work. Move slowly, stretch, do yoga, breathe, go for a walk. Just allow the energy within your body to circulate. One of the worst things that we can do is allow our body to become stagnant by just sitting around because, I'm tired, I'm confused, I feel disoriented. Like, I understand it can be really hard to be motivated to move, but a 10-minute walk is truly something all you need. Now, the other thing that's not good for our body is if we push our bodies too hard. So we want to avoid pushing our bodies way too hard right now. The nervous system is integrating massive, massive amounts of data. So we want to make sure that we help it along instead of sitting there and waiting, because that's part of what our job is we still need action in order for integration to take place. So we can also do things such as listen to sound and frequencies. So listening to the 432 hertz or the 528 hertz frequencies, or even using your own voice to tone can be really helpful, because we all know that sound harmonizes the field and it can help anchor you into that 5D resonance. And then I got a laundry list of stuff, because I asked Source, I'm like, well, what are things that I can help share that people can do? And it was like, I got this laundry list of things, but I did pick things that I felt that were most important. So as we continue the list, one of the things that's extremely important is setting energetic boundaries. We want to limit overstimulation. We don't want to get sucked into too much news, screen time, or even emotional chaos, because all of that will amplify that distortion. So remember, protect your peace. And since we're going to be protecting our peace, we also want to make sure that we do rest. You may feel called to sleep more, or most importantly, spend more time in stillness. Give yourself permission, allow that to happen. Know that feeling that way isn't laziness. It's all about integration. So hopefully all of those ideas were helpful, so that you can kind of move through this transition a little bit easier. So, like I said, we're moving from that 3D to that 5D. We can actually already connect to the 5D harmonic resonance. We already do. So when you feel off balance or heavy, just pause and breathe. Just bring your awareness to the center of your chest, right there in your heart field. And just imagine a soft, radiant frequency of golden white light just pulsing there. And just connect with it. And all of our connection is unique. We don't all connect to the 5D harmonic resonance in the same way. So learn how your connection works. Because truthfully, when we do this and we connect, this is your personal connection to that 5D harmonic resonance. Get to know it. So right now, I just want you to feel into that. Feel into your chest. Feel how the vibration pulsates. And as you do that, I just want you to say softly, I align my energy with the harmonic frequency of 5D consciousness. And then just feel how that hits right in that beautiful heart space area. And then next, what I want you to do is I want you to say, I allow my body and my field to attune to this resonance with ease. And then I want you to visualize that frequency just expanding through your entire body. Soft, steady, and loving. And just allow it to recalibrate your cells, soothe your nervous system, and anchor your energy back into your own divine template. Just feel that. Feel how good that feels. And just allow it to move and flow through you. No resistance, no judgment, just moving through you. Beautiful. And now you can do this at any time in the day. It only takes like a couple of minutes. So if you need a bit of a reset, just go to the heart space. Feel your own pulsation. Just tell your body, I'm just going to move through this with ease and grace and love. I can feel my nervous system calming already. Okay, so 3i Atlas is not here to save us. It's here to remind us who we are, who we've always been. We are that bridge between heaven and earth, and we are the architects of that next consciousness that is coming. So let this message, take time to just let this message land as you are remembering who you are, and let it land as a remembrance, not as a revelation, because we have had this in us all this time. That is why we are going through this transition. Yes, we might need a few upgrades and a few tweaks here and there, but it is inside us. This is why we are able to do this and to go through this and come out the other side of what will soon be so beautiful. So you have always known this. You have lived this across lifetimes and timelines. Now it's time to embody it right here, right now, as the new human in form. So just go ahead, take another deep breath. Anchor it into your body. Feel your light, ancient, infinite, and unwavering. And remember, we are all rising together, and the cosmos is watching, and it is watching in awe, and it is just so in awe of the stuff and the things that we have been able to do and to create, and what we will continue to create as we continue to move forward through this transition. All right, everyone, just take some time just to kind of sit with yourself, allow this transmission to just land how it needs to land within the cells and energy of your being. And until next time, everyone, so much love from my heart to yours.